Hi, I'm Mike McCormick, live from GBTA Studios here in Toronto. I'm here with Paul Foster from Thomalex. Paul, thanks for coming and being part of this today.
My pleasure, thank you for having me.
So, you're focused obviously on the business travel sector as
Correct.
a TMC and technology provider. So what trends are you seeing right now when you in the industry when you talk to your customers?
Well, it's really kind of a twofold thing. The first thing that we are seeing is that there's always going to be a demand for more. The technology, they want more and more aspects to be taken care of at the point of sale.
Right.
So customers are always wanting newer and the latest and greatest things.
Right.
One of the things that we focus on at Thomalex, which I think is very important, is a segment of that corporate travel sector that's, I don't want to say that it's overlooked, but it's been almost forgotten, and that is the small and mid-sized corporations.
Right.
Much like the airline industry has dealt with the consolidation where you have fewer offerings and fewer vendors, you're also finding that now with some of the technology tools that are out there. Some of the larger vendors that are providing, they're providing a complete end-to-end solution, but it's much more of a SaaS model.
Right.
And where you're asking the corporation to fit into their model as opposed to what we do at Thomalex, which is we allow you through custom capabilities to sort of dictate how you would like your travel program to run.
Yeah, we talk a lot about segmentation, words like segmentation, personalization, et cetera, but the segmentation also exists in terms of size of company and needs, right?
Absolutely.
And products that are built for those segments as opposed to adapted, to fit all. Yeah. And within that, so talk about segmentation. When you talk about online booking and those tools, like what are some of the unique needs that would come with a small to medium-sized business, maybe different than a big global program, right?
Yeah, one of the things that small companies often need is just a reduced policy structure. They may not have the ability or the leverage to have a large vendor program, preferred vendors that they need to drive, and in many cases with TMC partners, they often piggyback off of something that the TMC might have.
Right.
So we understand that, and we give them the flexibility to build in a small amount of policy within the rules engine, or you can have it very, very detailed and structured. It just depends on the size of the company and what they already previously have. We want to be able to adapt to their needs.
Yeah, so in a way, and you hear this, I think, at the small and medium-sized companies where it's as much about recommendations as much as policy, right? I mean,
absolutely.
Because you're really counting on your travelers to manage, the return they're getting from those travel dollars when they're out on the road.
Sure.
Yeah. So what do you have as a company, so back to meeting those needs of the customer, what's in store for you as a company in the coming year? What's ahead?
Well, from a product perspective, I think you're going to see even more enhancements of our flagship product, Res Voyage Corporate. And what I mean by the enhancements, there's going to be tighter integration with ancillary services, things that can be done at the point of sale, baggage, seat assignments, and all of the other unbundled elements that the airlines introduced years ago are still in their infancy in terms of being able to be handled at the point of sale through the online booking tool. So I think you're going to see a lot of that. You're also going to see a much greater presence in complementing softwares that are out there with expense management and HR processes as well that we want to be able to not only provide our own products and services, but for those that may already have some of those services, we want to be able to integrate seamlessly with them as well. From a growth and a company perspective, we definitely want to improve our footprint in North America, particularly in the US and Canada. Also, you're going to see some growth within South America as well. And our core customer base right now is within Europe. I think you're going to see a continued growth in that sector as well. But we definitely want to make a footprint in North America.
Right. Yeah, and because, well, at this point, I mean, tell me if you agree, but basically every business is global, for one, in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But also, I think, again, and every company does want duty of care in some capacity. Like they want to care for their travelers, but may not always have the, again, resources to be able to do it, which is why they need to count on third parties to help them get there, right?
Correct, yeah. And I think our big goal is to, we have a global presence right now, but what we're working on is creating that local expertise, having people, having feet on the ground right here, so that it can be taken care of at a local level.
Very good. Thank you, Paul. Thank you for coming to the event.
My pleasure.
I'm Mike McCormick, live from GBTA Studios here in Canada.